Hey everyone, I'm Holly.
And I'm Amanda.
And this is
Beyond Besties.
All right, ready to get weird?
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Today's topic. We're taking a little...
We have a few topics today.
Yeah, we're taking a little break, although it's kind of related still to the Bridgewater Triangle.
Yeah.
We're gonna, like...
We got Bigfoot going on.
We got Bigfoot, we got portals, remote viewing.
Orbs.
UFOs.
Yep.
Like, how is that all related?
Which, actually, like, they all have one thing in common. Bigfoot,
yeah.
And that's kind of what started us down
this rabbit hole. That's kind of what it sent us down a rabbit hole.
So, we were looking it up, and the first recorded Bigfoot sighting was in the 1840s. But it wasn't Bigfoot. They didn't know what to call it. So it was like the 1840s had like the wild man reports. 1884 had a Jacko capture. It said one of the first detailed localized encounters to make modern print was in British Columbia, Canada. The British colonist newspaper published an account of a black-furred ape-like beast dubbed Jacko that was reported captured by train workers.
Wow, train workers. Really had their work cut out for them.
Yeah. 1924 had the Ape Canyon incident, which is when like it actually gained like a lot of momentum. When 5 gold prospectors reported a violent encounter on Mount St. Helens, Washington. The men claimed these creatures attacked and threw boulders at their cabin overnight. Yeah.
Imagine that.
And then the actual name Bigfoot wasn't coined until 1958, and I found the newspaper clip.
Oh, do tell.
So, it was 2 road construction workers in California.
Why is it always like some type of worker?
Well, they're the ones that spend the most time in the woods.
True story.
So it says this is from 1958 in California. 2 road construction workers have said they saw Bigfoot. It ran upright like a man, swinging long, hairy arms, the pair declared. They said their sighting was on Sunday. There have been frequent reports recently of big footsteps found in the Bluff Creek area, about 45 miles northeast of the Northern California coastal city. Their names were Ray Kerr and Leslie Brazel, both of McKinleyville, and they were the first to report seeing anything more than footprints. Yeah, so that was like the first one, and it goes on about other people having witnessed the big footprints. They basically said like one of them actually left the job and they haven't been seen since. He took off.
Rogue on.
Yeah.
Deuces.
The person, Wallace, one of the owners, said he added that he wished it was a figment of someone's imagination because repeated reports of footprints are hampering the road project. About 15 of my men have quit.
Oh. They're not going to stick around.
Dude.
That's like with you, if it was like spiders.
Oh,
you'd
hell
be like,
no.
Yep. I'm out.
Nope, I'm out. I don't care.
Quit.
Yeah, exactly. I think most of the sightings, I guess, are like the Pacific Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I found a lot of them. Like they have some in like Jersey, actually a few in Jersey, but that was like the ones I could find were mostly like in the 80s. I think I found one from 1991. But
I wonder if there's like sightings in Appalachia too.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Appalachia is one place, like, you don't fuck around and find out.
Like, because Appalachia gives me that Bridgewater Triangle vibe.
Definitely.
And then, like, that area where you said, like, California and
yeah,
upper north.
Yeah, there's some wild stories about Appalachia. There's so many rules about Appalachia.
There are many, do not whistle. If something whistles, do not whistle back.
Someone calls your name, you didn't hear nothing.
You didn't hear nothing.
If someone like looks at you from like across the field, you didn't see nothing. You just ignore.
From anything I've ever
heard
or read.
And if you feel like, and it's like if you're walking in the woods or something in Appalachia, I don't know why you would do that.
First of all,
but if you're brave enough to do that.
If you find yourself alone
and you feel like something is following you, do not run. They say you have to, like, you know, I was listening to this account of someone who was a traveling nurse, and she said,
oh yeah,
and
this story, oh my gosh,
and she said when she got there, like, she had no idea where the road was, and she said she's been up and down Appalachia like for 15 plus years. She never knew this road was there, and she pulled in beside a barn, and there was another car beside her, and when she got out of the car, there was a man in overalls with no shirt, just like he had a really long gray beard, and she was just, you know, kind of getting her stuff, and she heard hello, and she was like, oh, I'm just getting my stuff out of my trunk, and that was her first mistake. You know, and the woman was like really freaked out, like, you know, and towards the end, like, the older woman gave her a sandwich when she left, because she was telling her all these things that she saw when she came inside, and she said when she left, it was nighttime. It was pitch black. And when she was leaving, something started walking on, like on the side of her. And she was like, I'm just walking like I'm going to Target. She's like, I'm leaving Target, she said. She's like, I got my bags, I'm going. She's like, and she ended up dropping the sandwich and just like speed walking to her car. And she doesn't know how, like, she found the way out, but she said she went under this bridge, and when she came out the other side, it was daylight again. And she hasn't found that road since. She's like, she's gone to look for it, and she hasn't found it since.
That is wild.
Yeah. I was like, nope.
So wild. Like,
nope.
And yeah, that she went through some sort of portal. She had to have.
She couldn't explain it. But
right.
She's like, I don't know why this lady's giving me a sandwich.
Is something going to be hungry? Or,
well, I guess people have commented that live in Appalachia. They say her giving you the sandwich is her letting whatever's out there know that you're not to be messed with. Like, to let you leave.
A ham sandwich.
I don't know what kind of sandwich it was. She didn't say.
I'm thinking a ham and cheese, bologna, and I'm just hungry right now. What kind of sandwich? I'm invested. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that is wild.
Yeah, so it's like you got stuff like that, and like you're supposed to close the curtains at night.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry, but
I don't live in a fishbowl. I don't want people looking at me.
Yeah, no.
I cover my mirrors and everything.
I know you do, because you said the portals.
Those are portals. Never face two mirrors together. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever done that.
Like just cover them, like any reflective surface. Like I haven't covered my crystal ball. I have a little one.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a little crystal ball.
So you were saying that, speaking, like, we're gonna go back to Bigfoot here. You said Bigfoot was one of the first portal travelers or something.
Well, I don't know if he's the first, but like I think there's a theory, a working theory. I don't know. That's how you can't. That's why you can't find him, because he's a like interdimensional traveler. Like,
is it just one, or is it more than one? I can't picture it being like just one.
But more
dude's
than one.
gonna have a family.
Yeah, I would imagine, but like I think that they could possibly pop in, and that's how they're just not detectable. Like, you think you would be, if they were in greater numbers, you'd be able to see them, you know?
The best hide and game seek ever.
Yeah, he's the champion of hide and seek. And I think that's why, and I mean, that would explain it.
But I mean, everybody has gone to look for this guy. Or girl. You don't know.
And people have disappeared.
When did people disappear?
People disappear all the time, like, out of nowhere.
Like he's getting them?
Like, no, I mean, like, they probably found the portal. And they just, that's probably why, like...
They followed him.
You hear people disappearing. Like, maybe they're not necessarily looking for Bigfoot, but, like, you hear stories all the time about it. And they never find.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm on that algorithm.
Dude. That's why I'm on a watch list.
Speaking of watch list, I'm pretty sure you got me onto one. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
So
because we were looking up.
Like UFOs and stuff, and we're on like what was it, like the CIA website or something like that?
It's.
It was like a government website. It was like the files they released.
They're it's some sort of informational website now because of the Freedom of Information Act. So like it's one of probably many. There's probably more that.
Well, like we're talking about it, and I look at my phone, and my recording light is on my phone, and I pick it up. I'm like, oh, it's recording, and then shuts off. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm on a list now. I'm like, they were listening to us, just like. Talk about this crap. I'm gonna you talk about the men in black at your door. I'm gonna have the same thing.
They're gonna be knocking.
Jesus
They
Christ.
probably won't knock. They'll just
be standing over, like who knows how they're gonna get in.
Standing over your bed, like
oh my god,
like that the guy, that shadow guy with the black hat.
Let me tell you, if I ever see anything like that, my soul is gonna leave my body. I don't think so. Oh my god.
Well, we're getting into the we're going down a rabbit hole because I listened to this podcast, and one of the gentlemen on there, he's a remote viewer, and they were talking about the Bridgewater Triangle. So this is how we got into the aspect of remote viewing. So he remote viewed these orbs that appear at in the Bridgewater Triangle, and he's like, they're not always good, not all, but like one of the things he saw was like that's how Bigfoot gets around apparently.
Yeah.
And she's like, nah.
Bigfoot's a tall guy though. That's my thing. Bigfoot is like always has been described as like 7 to 10 feet tall. How are you gonna squeeze that into an orb this big?
You're thinking too logically. You're
like,
thinking way too logically. You gotta think outside the box.
Yeah.
We're energy before we are vibrating at a certain frequency that keeps us quote unquote solid. But if you zoom in, our atoms are vibrating like this. They're not together as one solid piece. So think about that.
Yeah, but he's still like tangible.
Think about how in Star Trek.
I've never seen Star Trek.
Oh my god. For those of you, I can't with her. I can't.
I've never seen Star Trek, and I've never seen Star Wars.
How they transport, they dematerialize and rematerialize in a different area.
But that's a TV show, though.
Art imitating life. They tell us the truth in front of us.
In the only way you can handle.
In the way you can handle, right. So
let me tell you, if I could have been doing transporting via orbs this whole time instead of using gas, I'm mad.
Well, prepare to rage, because when all the stuff.
If I could just appear, leave my house and just appear at work, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, the aliens have a lot to tell us, but unfortunately,
Dude, the stuff I was reading about that.
We can't handle like too much information.
Did you see that thing in oh my god, where was it? Was it Florida or was it California? It was somewhere. And one of the best things I've ever seen of like an alien life form, it was like one of them was like walking in a driveway. And just the look of it, I was like that my brain couldn't handle it. I was like, that needs to be a person. That needs, and Yeah, it was crazy. Like, everyone's trying to debunk it. No one can. I'm like, there's got to be something. Because if that's real, that's, like, it, no. Mm-mm.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, what would you say?
It walked like a little yenta. I will say it was like little hunched over,
like,
and its head was like, I can't even describe what it was like. Almost like, like a teardrop, but it's sideways.
Oh.
It had like a little tail in the back.
Oh, okay. I
was like,
you're like, I don't know what to make of this.
I really don't.
I'm thinking back to one of the stories of the puckwudgie. So, like, John, if you had watched our episode, John and I were talking about, like, how they describe the puckwudgie, and we looked at each other like, sounds like a little alien to me. And the way that one of the guy, when he was out walking his dog, and it was trying to communicate with him. The puckwudgie, yeah.
So it could have been like a little alien.
So I'm thinking maybe a variation of some type of alien. That's what it is.
So did it come up to this man walking the dog?
So yeah, and it I forget what it said to him, but it was trying to say something to him. Yeah, it said something like it was trying to communicate in English. It was, yeah. And okay. the guy wasn't afraid. He's like, if you know.
Okay, so when was this? Was this in like the age of like cell phones?
No. Oh. So this was one of the, or maybe it was. I forget what the time period was.
People take out their phones first for anything.
I know.
Nowadays.
So he might not have had if I'm trying to remember what time frame it was. If it was like the 90s or was like I forgot already. But yeah, that was one of the witness accounts of someone seeing a puckwudgie.
How big was it? Like yay high or
like I forget now. I already forgot. You have to watch the episode. You have to watch the episode and read the paper. Read the paperwork. You didn't do your homework.
I didn't do my homework on that one.
I read it.
I read
it, but I already forgot. I
was on another planet.
Where's John? We should have invited him on this week.
Yes.
Because he's like the fact person. He just absorbs all the facts. But yeah, that was one of the witness accounts from the Bridgewater Triangle. Yeah.
Like if it's not like yay big,
I think it's bigger. I think it's like ape like monkey height, like or maybe a little bigger.
Puckwudgie is a cute name. Okay, it needs to be like, what's Yoda's name?
Oh, like Grogu.
Grogu. It needs to be a Grogu.
Miss, I don't watch Star Wars. That was an awesome movie. Side note, I watched it with Nessa when it came out. I love
I don't know
movie.
I don't know if I can watch it because I haven't seen any other one, so I wouldn't have no idea what's going on.
I mean, you have to kind of have to like know a little bit about Star Wars to watch
I know nothing.
At least a smidge.
I know the dark guys are the bad ones, right? And the light guys are the good guys.
Yeah, I mean, do you even know?
I don't.
The two sides.
I don't.
Okay, the rebellion and the Empire. Okay, never mind.
I know nothing.
I can't with her. I can't.
You've tried for 20 years.
I've been trying for 20 plus years.
I check out. I'm like, there's so much crap going on in that movie. I'm like, I don't have the attention span for that crap.
I mean, I don't know. There is a whole lot going on, but like,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's not my.
Another thing that kind of tells you the truth in front of your face.
How?
With the Force.
What do you mean the Force?
Yeah, it's real.
What do you? Okay, so
that's it for another show. But we're let's get bring it back in.
Okay. Yeah.
So where were we? No, wait, wrong show.
Wrong show.
Remote viewing. So yes, getting back to the gentleman on the metaphysical podcast I listened to, he remote views and saying that's how Bigfoot pops in and out, and there's been like studies and CIA documentation on it. If anything, all right, so I'm going to mention a couple of things. Stargate, MK Ultra.
So we did, I looked up stuff for, Stargate, and I think that's how we ended up on the list as we were talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
And so the CIA actually, due to the Freedom of Information Act, released a remote viewing training procedure of how they used to try to train people to do, remote viewing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wild.
Yeah, I think it started due to the Cold War.
Yeah. Yeah. It says the goal of the CIA's report was to suggest procedures that might evolve into testable training methods. This report from SRI contains, in abbreviated form, the basic principles and techniques that CI has proposed. For the purpose of testing the ideas, 2 key concepts have emerged. These 2 concepts are that, 1, a perceptual window or channel to the remote viewer data may be briefly opened on demand through proper application of a stimulus response type technique. And 2, once access to the target has been established, correct impressions are fleeting, vague, and generally indistinct. This information is captured as bits of data, which may have a symbolic character. In FY 1986, SRI began a novice remote viewing training program.
SRI stands for Stanford Research Institute, if that sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm. Using 9 individuals selected by psychological profiling and the 2 concepts outlined above. And it's crazy. It's basically goes into basic structure of the remote viewing session, key concepts of remote viewing perceptions, data acquisition on demand through noise reduction, the impressionistic nature of remote viewing data, remote viewing procedure, anatomy of a viewing, just all this is nuts. Mm-hmm.
You lose your mind, and there's so much information.
I mean, this thing alone is over 80 pages.
There's another one I wanted to print out today, but it was 99 pages.
What was it?
Another study but it involved a student, a child.
That's nope.
It's more nefarious than you think.
What? How nefarious? What do you mean nefarious?
So if they were experimenting, if this study I was looking at involved a child in Japan, I forget what year it was. What makes you think they didn't experiment on more children?
That's awful.
Knowing what we know that's come out in recent months.
Well, you said there was something in schools or something
there
like
was, that. And it has to do with this was the Stargate, and the MK Ultra was a precursor to this program. But we can do a whole, because it's a deep dive. It is a deep dive.
Because some people remember doing these tests.
I remember doing. I was tested on.
So what kind of tests were there?
Have I heard of Zener cards?
No.
If I can look it up real quick.
Zener, I
forget how.
Oh, okay. How do parents have to sign off on this?
Parents didn't know about it.
Okay, that's a little illegal.
I asked my mom because we were pulled out of class.
Okay, might be worth missing class for.
But it's crazy. But yeah, these are the
squigglies.
So you shown the back side of the card, and you have to guess what's on the other side of the card.
They did in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. That's kind of...
And I remember doing memory games, and this wasn't just for like an hour. This was several times over several years.
Like every day?
Not
or
every
was
day,
it
but like
once a
it
year?
was like, I don't know, I don't even know, because it was just like, it's very vague, but I remember the specific test. It's so weird.
So what happens after they would do the test?
They just, whatever, they collect data on it. That's what the assumption is, or was, that they just collect data. Like,
how do they decide like what kids are going to test and what kids are not?
So standardized testing.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't have anything to worry about there.
So it depended on how you scored and how you answered questions, was how they selected.
Okay. So do they still do it today, you think?
It supposedly ended like in early 2000s, but
early 2000s it ended?
I suspect not.
Wow. Sneaky, I'm telling you.
It was supposedly, under the guise of something. And
so like if they scored like really high on these tests or whatever, like the test they would do, did the kid just dip?
So what do you mean?
Like did they take them out of class and whatever? Like, you know?
I remember being taken out of class with like a group. We were a group, and sometimes separately.
Know what I mean? Like,
but
if a kid or student or whatever, what do you call it? Like, did well on the test, like really well, did he disappear?
Oh,
are there any cases of that?
That's interesting because like the people that I follow talked about like, well, do you ever notice like some kids just suddenly move away? And yeah, some kids in my class, I remember specifically, or they'll disappear and come back for a time being.
And they don't say why?
And they don't really like, yeah, I don't know why. I think that happened to like at least one of my classmates, I remember.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yep. So that's a whole other rabbit hole we can go down. But yeah, through the Stargate program and MK Ultra, that was the early days of testing, and it just went down the line. There were other like factions or other names of programs, but they were very similar, and it all related, it all connected to that.
Remind me of what the difference between Stargate and MK is.
I think it's just, I don't know, it's the phase of testing. So like it just went. I don't know if
Stargate was like the beginning.
I don't know if Stargate was. I forget it's just the order of operations. Like what I forget which started first, but like maybe MK Ultra, because I think that was the 50s, 60s, 70s maybe, and then I think it was Stargate. Yeah, Stargate was after. Because Stargate leaded to the Gate program.
Well, the first like the CIA's like Stargate project was like the first part was in. Like, his name was Ingo Swann.
Mm-hmm.
And he was an American psychic, artist, author whose claims of clairvoyance were investigated as part of the CIA's Stargate project. He's credited as the creator of the term remote viewing, which is a term that refers to the use of extrasensory perception to perceive distant persons, places, or events. And
this all ties into the Monroe Institute. Robert Monroe developed this ties into the school testing with the headphones. So, like, if you ever had this weird hearing test.
I remember the hearing test.
It wasn't just a hearing test. It was like you were hearing different frequencies in one ear and then in another ear and then both at the same time.
Yeah.
That was part of the Monroe Institute procedure.
So they just had you thinking, and parents thinking, that it was just a hearing test, and meanwhile it was...
some of it was actual hearing tests, but if you were by yourself getting a hearing, like, in this segregated room...
Yeah, it was...
with no windows.
I don't remember if there was windows or not.
With a teacher that you did not recognize, the chances are you were getting...
That's messed up. I'd like my lawyer, please.
All theoretical, of course, for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it all ties together. So Robin Merle came up with this. It's like a type of biofeedback. So like when that's biofeedback, binaural beats are played in your ears.
Yeah.
One side, one time, on this ear, and then this ear, and then simultaneously together.
Yeah.
Which causes an effect in your brain to sync both hemispheres of the brain together so that your brain is in the correct brave wave state for you to be open to doing these things.
What's that? Is that the thing, like...
So, like, your brain, your delta, alpha, beta, theta. So, like, when you first, like, say you're waking up from a dream, like, you're waking up in the middle of the night, your brain's still, like, in theta, I believe. So you're still, like, open. Yeah. So that's when you're most likely to see things. So you go see stuff from the other side. Because your brain is in a receptive state.
Okay, well, my thing is how do you separate, like, reality from imagination? How do you know...
How do you know the imagination isn't the reality?
Because you don't see it all the time.
Right. Because you are asleep when you are awake.
So, huh? Okay.
This is where, yeah, I know. There's a lot, because, like, there's a lot you can't perceive because of, we only see 0.001 of the light spectrum, first of all. And
how do you see more of the... Is there a way to see more of the light spectrum?
You can take in a hallucinogenic.
Like mushrooms or something?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why they used to do, like, the LSD things for these?
They used to do... That's where that testing came from. Because, like, you're seeing beyond the veil. You're seeing everything.
Okay.
So it's not... I mean, they say it's a hallucination, but that green monster you're seeing in the corner is probably really there. You just can't see it with your naked eye.
I'm good. I'll remain blissfully ignorant on that one.
This is what, like, because I did a deep dive into shamanism and, like, the ayahuasca and all that. You know, when a shaman is healing you, they're actually, they bring themselves and you to that state, and, like, they see, like, what's around you and they work to get rid of it.
Okay.
So, like, that's where that plays into that. She's like, I don't know, this is so much for me. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in, like,
it's like my brain's automatically fighting against it. Right.
It's like
my first response
your logic is getting in the way. Yeah, it's a lot. Like I said, it's a deep dive. It's a deep dive. And so, like, the biofeedback takes you to a state where you can see that. So, like, and, like, taking hallucinogenics, like, skips that whole process and you go right there. It takes you immediately. So it's a bypassing.
So my thing is, like, your brain can, like,
it's so it
create
things. How do you, like, I know, so, like, how do you discern? Yeah, it's just it's difficult at first because you're like, you are where I was. You're fighting with your logical brain and being like, yeah, no, this is bullshit. Whatever. Yeah.
Where's Diego?
Where's Diego? Bullshit. Yeah, so yeah, it's crazy. But yeah.
Like, are you in both feet? Or do you have moments of like...
I still have moments where I'm like, I don't know if I believe that. But like I was 5 years ago, if you had asked me about 6 years ago, if you had asked me about aliens, I would have been like, I'm open to it, but like, nah.
Dude, I totally believe in aliens.
I was like...
But I believe they're not in space. I believe they're in the ocean.
That I believe too.
Because NASA...
We have not explored enough of the ocean.
No, NASA started off exploring the ocean.
Right.
And my thing is, they saw something in there. They were like, nope, and they quit and they went to space.
And I think they made up everything.
They're trying to get us off the planet.
They made up everything in space.
They're literally... I have a... Like, yeah, I fully believe they're trying to get us off this planet because of what's under there.
What do you think's under there?
I don't want to know. Like, just like Iceland. Not Iceland, Antarctica. The shelf.
Why do you think they don't want us to be over there? Why do you think they don't want us to try and populate it?
It's something is beyond that shelf. The
ice shelf.
Yeah, the ice shelf. No one's talking about. They're not allowed to talk about it. And anyone that does talk about it gets shut down. Like, you know.
I'm still doing a deep dive into those scientists that are disappearing.
Exactly, and I feel like that's a big part of it. Like, one of them, she was working on, what was it, gravity and, like, energy.
Was it
like
anti-gravity or something?
Anti-gravity, like, free energy, like, all this stuff. And she was talking about how close she was. She's like, if you've seen the shit I've seen, like,
well, that's why...
it's crazy. And then she was like, I just remember seeing a video of her, and she's sitting at the computer, and her hands are bright red, like, burned. And she said they're like, unless I have my windows covered, they're doing some kind of laser in the windows. And I fully believe that. Just the look on her hand, she's like, you could just see the line of where she was like typing and where the line would be on her hands.
That's gnarly.
The next time she's like, I never want to hurt myself, if you hear anything, it's not true. And then it was like a day or two later, it comes out like she opted out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I fully believe like something is going on, and they don't want people talking about it, and they're taking out the people that are either talking about it, working on it, or have already figured it out, and they don't want them to know. Yeah, they don't want us to know what's going on.
Yeah, I started watching a documentary on YouTube, and she was talking about. I only watched the first scientist, and I'm like, already he was working on something like some sort of thing to do with like gosh, what was it? It wasn't weapons, or maybe it was. It was top secret, and anyway, military thing. It was something top secret, and so I'm like,
yeah.
She's like, I promise that there's a link somehow.
Yeah,
but I'm like. But yeah, it would make sense that either they were studying something top secret or figured something out, or
something's going on somewhere. Something is linking all of them. And if you think about what they've been working on, and like it all kind of connects.
Mm-hmm.
Like one has to do with the other, and it's kind of like...
And you'll find that in investigating all this kind of stuff.
But it's like all of them have said like, this is going on, this is happening to me, like they don't want us talking about this, and they're trying to inform people. And they've even gone like they're, God only knows, like they've either disappeared, which we know what that means, or they've, done it themselves. But all of the ones that have done it have said, like, I have no intention of hurting myself. I am not suicidal. I am not, and then it just comes up, oh, they did it. I don't believe that for a second.
Oh, like the first guy that I was watching, his disappearance was, like, mysterious. Like,
yeah.
They said he wandered off.
Like
he didn't show any signs of having Alzheimer's or anything.
No, but they're just going to make up whatever story seems plausible. Yeah. Because it's a, quote unquote crazy scientist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yep.
They're trying to cover their tracks. They're doing an awful job.
Yeah.
Because they're raising more questions. And if you don't want people asking questions, don't raise more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
No, people are just they're just grasping at straws.
Yeah. Like for the Antarctic shelf, like if you like, I fully believe like if there is a such thing as a portal, I think it's there on that shelf,
or the entrance to the inner Earth, where the aliens are coming and going from.
Yeah, or whatever's in that freaking ocean.
I was told by somebody, don't go in the ocean.
I am terrified of the ocean. Yeah.
I know people that know people, so of course I do.
So why do they say no, don't go in the ocean?
That there's just don't go. There's things in there that, yeah, no.
Dude, this is the show for it. You gotta say it. This is the show for it. You gotta say it.
I mean, how do I put it? I mean, did you hear? Oh, aside, did you hear about that guy that got kidnapped by dolphins? Apparently.
What?
Yeah.
It's a
thing.
That's a different train. Okay, so where are we going with this one?
But like, just to give you for instance,
he got. How do you get kidnapped by dolphins?
They kidnapped him.
Although if there's any animal I want to get kidnapped by,
it's wild. They kidnapped him, and he said that I don't know for how long he was there, but like
were they?
But they made him build. Apparently, he was building their underwater construction. I don't know. He was held captive by dolphins.
If there's anything you want to be kidnapped by, I would tell me what to build.
Tell me what to build. I'll do it.
What's that dolphin's name? The one in the movie?
Flipper?
Oh, Flipper. Yeah.
I call him Flipper, faster than lightning. I don't know. I forget the song, but
I didn't know there was a song.
There was a show. It was a whole show, like in the 60s.
Oh yeah, no.
God, I remember watching that as a kid.
Not me. I remember the movie in the 90s.
Oh yeah, well yeah, the movie in the 90s. Come on. Getting back to my point, but like, just imagine that if that was true, like what else could be happening?
Dolphins are very smart. Just
like mermaids, but not the friendly kind. They call them sirens.
Oh, like I feel like that's probably down there. That's probably I don't know what NASA saw down there to make them be like, nope, we got to get off this damn planet, like to the skies. Let's do this.
Let's do this. We gotta get out of here. Nope.
How's the moon looking?
Like cheese. Oh my god. What was I gonna tell? I was gonna tell you something. Oh, it was funny. Ugh. That's why I gotta write these things down. Yeah, but like, yeah, I was just told like people have been like experimenting and creating not so nice things, and they're in the ocean.
Like if you have like remote viewing, like can't you just see what's down there?
Yeah, probably.
Peek? So someone needs to get in on that.
Someone needs to, yeah.
Like take some.
I don't know.
Call it ayahuasca. Take some ayahuasca. Eat some mushrooms. Do what you got to do. I want to know. I want to know what's down there.
Just do the Monroe Institute.
Program?
The Gateway Experience, it's called. The Gateway Experience.
Yeah.
And that's all on the website, too.
So the only thing about the guy in Ingo
Swan, yeah, you're like...
the only thing I'm, like, not... Because he was a Scientologist.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but again with that, just because he believed in Scientology doesn't mean he couldn't remote view.
If you believe that crap, then there's,
I mean, there's a lot of things that people see with this thing. There's a lot of things that you can believe that you don't agree with, but like, you can't deny that people have certain gifts. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Because, I mean, you can either use it for good or use it for bad, but you still have that gift. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, like, how do you have that gift, knowing what you know, and then being suckered into something like Scientology?
It happens. There's people that are spiritual and follow Donald Trump, so...
Oh, that's a good point. Good point.
Just saying.
Touché.
And I'm not,
Touché.
like, saying either way, like, because I don't know how I'm going to... If I'm going to vote, or how I'm going to vote next election, because I think... I don't... You know, I'm not trying to take away from the topic of the show, but, like... But, like, just knowing what I know now, and I don't know, like, if, are they just all puppets? You know? Are they really, like, gonna be good for us? Change anything? You know what I mean?
No.
But, aside, just a side note.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, like, to make my point, like, and anybody could believe and be capable of this stuff, but, like, believe not so good things. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying to find out how his, like, he said, like, you know, during the test, like the equipment was behaving erratically. It was not possible to obtain a stable background signal for calibration. Therefore, like, since the equipment and everything, like, it wasn't, like, the experiment wasn't repeated. These variations were never seen before or after this visit. He spent a year at SRI. But they, you know, he didn't mention that he was involved in other PK experience with the magnometer than those that occurred and were recorded on June 6, 1972.
And I mean, he's just one of several, like, purported remote viewers. I think Uri Geller, but, like, he's
Uri
questionable too. I'm trying to think, you know, real life people. But I can't think of any offhand that, you know,
I mean,
that are more, like, would be more, like, believable, if you will.
Yeah. Like, I just, like, Targan and Puthoff, like, the people that held the two experiments, the experimenters, like, they tested Geller and Swan and concluded that they had unique skills. But they strongly disputed the scientific validity of the experiment. I mean, that's kind of like talking out both sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you can't say, like, they have unique skills, but then, like, dispute the scientific validity of the experiments that you did. Like, how do you do that to your own test? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying.
Like, if you want to prove it, like, yeah.
Yeah, that's my...
I mean, maybe they didn't want to appear.
Someone needs to remote view Bigfoot.
Well, the guy did.
But...
Getting back to the podcaster, he did. He saw it apparently coming out of this portal.
In Antarctica?
Not Antarctica. This was the Bridgewater Triangle he was talking about.
Oh, that's
Getting
right.
back
I forgot
to
about that.
Bridgewater Triangle.
That's right.
This is the whole point
That's
of our
right.
tangent.
This whole show has been one whole freaking tangent.
This is why we need a person to script everything, because we go off on tangents. But yeah, so
I want to do that. I want to go to those woods that they've seen him in, like in the Bridgewater Triangle.
Yeah.
And
road trip, field trip.
Just don't leave without me on this one.
Oh yeah, I'm in trouble. So I didn't. We went to the Java room. I went to the Java room with Nessa, my daughter, and there's a cemetery across the street. And I was like, oh, I really want to go in there. So we ate, we did our thing, whatever. And we went in. I turned on my Ghost app, and there's like this hill. Well, this kind of hilly. We went to the top, and her and I looked at each other like, oh, I feel like heavy. Like, I feel kind of like lightheaded, dizzy. And I had my app on, and I swear to God, I heard murder. And like this beastie whatever kept chiming in. Like, I couldn't even really make out what it was saying. And then, like, we're like, okay, we're gonna get off of this hill and just go down and see the other sections. It was an old cemetery, like 1600s maybe.
See, I love that stuff. I can't believe you went without me.
I know she's mad at me, but I was just like,
I was stuck at work. You went without me.
Man, I was like, I'm exhausted, but that's for where were we? I'm exhausted from this weekend. Just check on your friends that work in the food and beverage industry. We are not okay. Anyway, so as we got to the like brighter side where it's more sunny, the voices started getting lighter and more happy. I would say happy, but like different voices came on.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just picking up on different things. Nothing like specific, but you know, we didn't like stay around too long. I wanted to like stay and like see if like any of the names on the gravestones came up, or you know, remember with chicken?
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was like it said the word church, and we knew Chicken loved to go to church.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we used to have someone we know, and his nickname was Chicken, and we went to the cemetery by your house just to, you know, use some of the equipment and stuff. And, you know, at one point we were at like almost by the entrance, and we got the word chicken, and we're like, that's weird. Like looking for like little chickens, and we saw his name on the headstone. And that was crazy because we didn't know he was there.
No.
And his nickname is Chicken.
And then the word church came up, and he loved to go to church.
Yes, he did.
It was he did. It was like, ooh, goosebumps. But yeah, I was waiting for like something to come up, but it was just kind of all like scrambled and everywhere. Like it takes a while for like, I think like for the spirits to settle, because they were excited we were there, because they were like all like trying to talk at once.
Yeah.
And you know, and sometimes it's like they pick up on like radio waves too, so it's like you have to like kind of discern what's a spirit and what is just like you're just picking up on whatever kind of signal. But it's funny.
My thing is like I don't always believe the apps.
Yeah.
But I believe that one because that was just so random.
Yeah.
That was happy.
Well, I'm using the same app that we used at the Lizzie Borden house.
Oh, I gotta
because that's the one the lady the tour guide recommended. Mm-hmm. She uses it, and I pay for the I pay for that one. It's worth it, I think, because it has a few different things, a few different settings. You can record. You can record. What else? Yeah, you can. Yeah. The thing. What do you call it? I can't remember anything.
You were having a tough time with words today.
My word finding skills are like
in the toilet.
Really,
jeez.
Really. Did I mention I work in the food and beverage industry, and it was Memorial Day weekend, so.
Oh, that's right. It was. Yeah.
I'm fried.
Oh, I bet. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
I didn't even have time to cry yesterday.
Oh my god.
That's how bad it was.
Oh, Holly.
Usually somebody's crying.
Oh, my God.
It wasn't me this time, thank God. But, yeah, so that's how this whole Bigfoot conversation, remote viewing thing happened. Like, but, I mean, make of it what you will. Yeah. I mean, there's so much more information about remote viewing that, like, that would be another episode entirely. But like I said, it was disturbing to read that there was this, I forget what year it was, but like this Japanese student, that's tried it on.
Yeah, not kids, man, not kids.
Not kids. Like, and then finding out you were part of a program and
that you never knew about.
That you didn't know we were part of. And that's a whole other rabbit hole we are going to go down in another day and see how everything connects.
Just it's going to be on your phone this time because I'm not ending up another.
Everything. I'm
list.
sorry. I'm not afraid. I'm like at this point, whatever will be like. But yeah, this started in 2020.
Yeah.
Everything with the aliens, like I was like I told I told my friend John, like, I wasn't a believer. Like, I was open to it.
Yeah.
Because, like, you have this broad universe, like, ever expanding universe.
Yeah.
And we can't be the only living beings out there.
Very true.
But I had just, up until a certain point, had seen no evidence myself. Like, to me, like, I have to see it to believe it. And we were talking about those orbs. And I'm like, okay.
That's one thing is, like, you've talked to me before about, like, the UFOs and everything else. And then I never really was, like, I was kind of like, But then we went to your house and we were, like, actually, like, I was actually paying attention to what I was seeing. And it was crazy.
Yeah, we were seeing stuff.
I'm like, that's not, why is it that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, and you know it's not a satellite.
It can't be moving like it moves.
And then it disappears and it shows up over here.
Yeah,
and then there's like
reappears
3
over there.
And there's like 3 in a triangle, and then it goes like over the tree, and then 2 disappear, and then 1 flies over this way. I'm like, what is this right now? It just made no sense.
So my first experience with it, and it wasn't even nighttime. After had been doing some research and actually doing kind of what they call contact meditations. There's actual meditations to make contact. Expecting immediate results sometimes is too much. So, like, this had been a few months, 4 months, 5 months after I had experimented with it. It was like December of like 2020, I want to say, maybe. And I had gone outside. It was early morning to warm up the car. I was getting ready for work. I was still working at the school. And I was getting Nessa up. And I came out to warm up the car. And I got out of the car to go back inside. And I stopped dead in my tracks because I felt like, first of all, when I first woke up, I skipped over a part. When I first woke up and I was in my room, just puttering around, I felt like something was watching me. And I'm like, this is weird. So, like, I just finished getting ready. And then I went outside to warm up the car, whatever. And I got out of the car and I looked up at the sky, and right across the street, like telephone, maybe not even tree height, like just above the telephone poles, were these 2 orbs. And I forget how many feet apart, maybe 10, 15 feet apart. Like, same distance, same height. And I was just like, what is that? And as if they could read my mind, like, oh, she saw me. Poop, gone.
Really?
Yeah.
So were they like tangible when you saw them, or were they
were these, like, I don't know what.
Were they just like lights?
They were like globes. They were like globes of light. And they weren't.
Did they feel like you could go out and like grab them, or was it like just like someone's flicking on a flashlight?
I feel like it was like energy, because the way they like kind of glowed.
Yeah.
And they just like popped out of existence. Like they were there, and then poof, and then they weren't. And I'm like, and then I started looking into it.
Yeah. And that's what started this whole thing.
Well, yeah, because like I hadn't experienced anything, and I knew like sometimes that they can send down orbs to like watch you or whatever, and I was like, I don't know, you know. So it's
were you like second guessing yourself?
Yeah, I was second guessing what I saw, because my logical brain was like, no, this isn't real, whatever. I didn't see what I saw, but like the sense that I was being watched, I was like, wait a minute, I felt like I was being watched before, and then it was just like I was like just like
yeah.
Yeah, so it started this whole rabbit hole thing, like, yeah. So it is apparently a thing.
That's one thing I want to do is, like, I'm on vacation in a couple weeks, and we have to, like, go to, like...
Field trip.
The field trip. Definitely. Couple field trips.
Freetown Forest. Freetown Forest, man.
Yes. Yes.
So we may or may not be back after that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this whole thing I get goosebumps thinking about it. But yeah, so I don't know, that kind of made me a believer. That like started the trajectory of me being a believer, more of a believer.
Yeah.
Never actually seeing a physical alien.
I don't know how I would react if I saw a physical if I saw a physical alien. I don't know how.
But if
I
we
would
see a
react.
Pukwudgie, I am convinced that we have seen an alien, just by the way it's described. Because
if it doesn't look like Grogu, then I'm gonna have a problem. Okay, it sounds like it needs to look like Grogu. It sounds cute. I don't know why. It just sounds cute.
Yeah. With a name like that, it should be, in my opinion, yeah.
At least one of those teddy bear things. I mean, come on. Like what do you call them? The teddy bears, from Star Wars.
You're killing me. The Ewoks.
Ewoks, yeah.
Oh my God, she's killing me.
It needs to be either one of those or Grogu.
Yeah. Yes.
I'd like the teddy bear ones though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ewoks,
whatever.
Oh my gosh. I used to watch I remember the Ewok. They came out with the Ewok. Oh my God. There's so many branches of Star Wars. They came out with the Ewok movie. I remember that, like, when I was a kid.
Oh.
You're just missing a vital piece of history, really. Of childhood, Come on, somebody get on here and convince her to watch Star Wars. Just watch Star Wars. You don't have to watch Star Trek. You don't have to watch any of the other stuff.
No. Sorry.
And what was frustrating me yesterday, Nessa wanted to watch The Mandalorian with me. So Disney Plus, I have an argument with them.
Why?
Like, it would not play yesterday for the life of me. Like, I was destined not to watch The Mandalorian yesterday, and it didn't happen.
See, I've tried to watch movies on Disney Plus or like shows on Disney Plus, and it would do this thing where it would freeze.
It was freezing, yeah.
And then it would be like the figures are moving like in like super speed, but the sound is the same.
Well, that's weird.
I was like, not in it for that.
Oh, I wasn't happy with Disney Plus yesterday.
But the thing about Disney Plus is you can't get it by itself anymore. You have to get it in a package. I'm like, that is so stupid.
Yeah, with Hulu and what else?
Like, we already have Hulu. I don't want to pay for Disney Plus. Like, I don't know.
I was very displeased, but yeah. I agree. It should look like Grogu. That's the whole point. The whole point. The Pukwudgie should look like Grogu.
Or the Ewoks.
Or an Ewok. Yay, she said the right name.
Thank you.
There is a God. Anyway.
I think that's
I think that's all
holes for today.
Yeah, I mean, we will be covering more of these topics, like, by themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If there's anything you guys want to hear, like, let us know.
You want to hear more about Bigfoot and more theories, or you want to hear more about, well, we will be covering remote viewing and UFOs by themselves.
Let us know on our Facebook, our, YouTube, go in the comments, Spotify, just let us know what you guys want to hear. If you wanted us to explore anything.
Explore the ocean. No. Remote view the ocean.
Remote view the ocean. I'm not going anywhere near that.
I will be the test subject for that.
No, you ain't going out with me like that. I don't think so.
No, for the remote viewing.
Oh, remote viewing. Okay, I thought you were like, dipping toe. I was like, I don't think so. You're not leaving me like that.
No. Not like that. No. You can't get rid of me that easy.
No, Holly, not like that.
Do it this way. Together. We're in this together. But anyway, so let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time.